Well, what's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I got out of Harrisburg alive. Eagle fans, I thought for sure they were going to be coming.
Guess who's an Eagle fan?
Her husband?
Her husband,
Yeah.
Mark.
Yeah.
And he used to be a Cowboys fan. He grew up as a Cowboys fan. Now he's an Eagles fan. Say hi to him.
What's his name?
Mark.
Okay, so he's the anti-Mark. He's an Eagle fan.
He's another Mark. He's cousin Mark.
Okay, all right. Cousin Mark, the Eagle fan. Anyway, I made it out of PA alive. I thought for sure I was going to be getting all kinds of crap because, you know, I got friends up there that are all Eagle fans. They actually feel bad for us. I did get an email, and I wish I could read it right now, but I'm driving. But it was from a Washington fan. Guy says, love your channel and everything like that. He said, but we really want to kick your teeth in. Wish that Dak Prescott was playing, so that way it would mean that much more. But, you know, I guess it's a nice way to say, I like you, I hate your team, which seems to be the case when it comes to the Cowboys. So anyway, we have the Daniel Jones saga that's going on, which is kind of crazy to me, that automatically everybody thinks that we just got to get another quarterback, because Daniel Jones has had such a storied career here. But the concept of this is Jerry Jones trying to stay in the news, of course, would be, let's go get Daniel Jones. Now, Daniel Jones, the reason why the Giants decided we're going to bench you, and they basically made him the fourth-string quarterback, in which case Daniel Jones said, please release me, let me go, because that's what you're going to do anyway. Why wait? I'm not trying to come to practice here. I know the end is here. And they went ahead and released him, and the reason why they did that was they didn't want to pay that $23 million injury settlement. If he got injured, you know, playing any of these games going forward to the end of the season, they'll be on the chain for $23 million next year. So financially, they're done with him. And they knew, on the field, they were done with him. And so they wanted to make sure they could minimize the hit that they were going to take as far as monetarily. Of course, we all know when there's anybody out there, they're always linked to the Cowboys. Yeah. And so some people are saying, well, Jerry Jones signed Daniel Jones, who is, you know, a better quarterback than Cooper Rush and Trey Lance. That of course will keep them relevant. So let me see if I get this straight. Quarterback who wasn't good enough to make it in New York, that will make people much watch for the Cowboys. Now, I'm going to say the Giants, they screwed the pooch on that because they figured, let's keep Daniel Jones, let's get rid of Saquon. How's that working out? Looks like it's working out pretty good for the Eagles. So, I got thinking about Trey Lance. Okay, the Cowboys right now have nothing to lose with Trey Lance if you're under the assumption that he's going to be a free agent at the end of the year. Right? They gave up a fourth-round pick to trade for him from San Francisco, in which case he was on his current contract that pays him $5 million this year. This is the last, Cowboys, $5.3 million this year. After the end of this year, at the beginning of the league year, he is a free agent. And the Cowboys, of course, spending a fourth-round pick on him, well, that might not have been the best move that they could have made. And my battery just did, too. Hold up. Mental health. There we go. That was down to 3%. Okay. So, Here's the reason why the Cowboys may be adamant about playing Cooper Rush, because they're saying Cooper Rush gives us the best win. Well, we know Mike McCarthy is trying to, save face as much as he can. He's going to be out here trying to win because he's auditioning for his next job. We can all assume that Mike McCarthy is not coming back. Although in the back of my head, I kind of have this sinking suspicion that Mike McCarthy will be back. Don't ask me why. But just remember, what's today, honey?
Today is Saturday.
Saturday the what?
The 23rd.
Saturday, November 23rd. Don't be surprised, if Mark Holmes said, don't be surprised if Mike McCarthy is back next year. We held on to Jason Garrett for 10 years. Contrary to popular belief, we had 3 years of playoffs in a row. We didn't have that with anybody else in here. So don't be surprised if Jerry and Steven basically said, we're not signing anybody this year. We're going to take our lumps. No matter how bad it gets, we're going to be fiscally responsible, and we're going to try and get higher draft picks. In which case, you can look at it and say, Mike McCarthy, you succeeded in that plan. You did exactly what we wanted to have happen. We're going to have a top 5 pick. So there's that reasoning behind it. But be that as it may, you could look at it and say, he must be just god-awful if they're constantly saying that Cooper Rush gives us the best chance to win. Or, this is where you're sly like a fox. Because if you put Trey Lance out there, per se, let's say, because right now Cooper Rush is literally scraping the bottom of the barrel. Anything at this point, as bad as the Cowboys is, would all of a sudden look great. Let's say he comes out there, the Cowboys score, a couple of touchdowns. He's using his legs and getting a few first downs and things. That will get people to look at it and say, the Dallas Cowboys, they're missing 60% of their offensive line. And that 60% that they're missing wasn't playing good. They got no running game. They got an idiot for a coach. The general manager and owner literally didn't do anything. But that guy came out here and he was playing pretty good. I think I want to sign him. That would be the thought process of general managers if they see signs of life from Trey Lance. At the moment, the last thing that you have from Trey Lance is the preseason game where he threw 5 interceptions and splitting a little bit of time with Cooper Rush. So right now people are kind of like, eh. And if that's the case and you want to re-sign him, the Cowboys are in a position of strength to re-sign him because other guys may not know what he can do, if he can do anything. So that may be the reason behind the logic of them basically saying constantly, Cooper Rush gives us a better chance to win. Cooper Rush, Cooper Rush, Cooper Rush. Is they're planning on bringing him back next year, and they want to do it as cheap as possible. Does that sound crazy, baby? You just weren't listening, were you? You never listen to me, do you?
Sometimes.
Sometimes? Okay.
I'm doing something.
She's doing something. All right, good people. I'm going to be late getting home. So the members stream, we may or may not have it. It may end up being that we end up having to have it at like 6 o'clock or so. Although I do need to go out and get some ribs for tomorrow, and I need to get my turkey bird for Thanksgiving, because that sucker's got to be thawed out and everything else. And getting about a 20-pound bird or 24-pound, it takes some time to thaw out. Alrighty, good people. I appreciate y'all as always, and keep the faith. Peace.